you have to understand what sets you apart from other companies doing the same thing. And if you're a company that's starting your own new niche, what's going to identify that this niche, again, gets back to number one, what problem are you solving? So what sets you apart? Is it your rampant ability to have the most magical customer service? All right, let's go. If you were tired of not feeling fit, just tired of not having the focus, just tired of just not having the resources or the wherewithal to go out there and live the life you deserve, this is your place to be. I'm Yarusi. This is the Live 100 podcast. And today I want to talk about the questions to ask yourself when thinking about starting a business. So if you are going to continue to work within the workforce, right, you're going to continue to have potential, pay increases, paid time off. You're going to live a life based on someone else who's gone out there and taken the risk to go out there to start their own business. But the person who's done that, taken the risk, now has potential magnificent upside. Now, is there downside? Absolutely. But so many times I hear, how can I get ahead in life? And it's going out there, betting on yourself, starting a business. But it's not just as simple as, opening up the doors and say, hey, come on in, right? I've tried that before. It doesn't work very well. But in that front, it's asking yourself objective questions so you can put forth your best foot when getting out there and going after your dream. Because many times, people sell someone, oh, you're good at cooking, right? So maybe you should be a chef. And then they go out there and they open a restaurant and they fail miserably, right? One, because the restaurant business is very tough, but two, because being good at cooking and being a chef who can have a core functioning business are two ends of the spectrum, completely nonlinear. Nothing there translates, minus that you have good food, right? But you have to understand the marketing, the business side, the hiring side, dealing with people, ordering process, all the other things, and then doing it at scale. Right? So when you think about this, you have to ask yourself, what are these questions I need to ask? And first up, it's what problem am I solving? If you open this business, who are you helping? What is it going to be that's going to solve a current need for someone else who's in pain because of something that you now provide the solution to? So you have to ask yourself, where in the market, what gap in the market are you filling? And if it's not clear, then you really have to think about what is going to be the opportunity of your business. Next is who's that audience, right? Who's the target audience? If you can't ask yourself, once I set this business up, who is my first 3 or 5 customers? If you don't know exactly who your customer is, well, then it's going to be hard to sell to, right? Marketing, having a core identified approach for who you're going after, for who you're targeting, right? That puts you in the right light to go out there to achieve, right? The core part of starting your business. But if you have this problem, you're solving a problem, but you don't know who the customer is, right? You're shooting out into the ocean instead of shooting fish in a barrel. So think about your approach today. Think about it. Who are your first customers? And again, what sets you apart from another one? So the next one is, what's your unique value proposition? And it is that you have to understand what sets you apart from other companies doing the same thing. And if you're a company that's starting your own new niche, right, what's going to identify that this niche, again, gets back to number one, what problem are you solving? So what sets you apart? Is it your rampant ability to have the most magical customer service? Is it your giving need? What is it that stands you apart from these other businesses that are out there trying to solve the certain problem that you are addressing? Number 4, what are the skills and the expertise you need? You may not have it all, right? You may have the dream, the vision. You may understand the project. You may understand who the problem is, who's your target customer, right? What's your value proposition? But you may not have the skills or the expertise. So what exactly is it? And this takes self-awareness, right? That's the number one key of Live 100 is developing self-awareness. And if you have self-awareness, understand what you are an expert in, but what are the skills that you need to align yourself with, you can understand who is that team that's going to help you get to the goal. Next is, what's the business model? Are you going to go out there and be, low priced and hope to go on volume? Are you going to be very fine dining, right? You think about the restaurant world. You have fast, low price. You have fast, higher price, mid price. You have, a very high upscale clientele, right? You have to think about that. What is your business model? And to get started, the next question is, how much money do I need? This is the hard question. You want to get started? Well, how much money does it take? Because if you can't lay down on the line how much money it takes, well, ultimately you may start a business and understand that day 1, you don't have the capital to get to day 2. So put down, how much money is it going to take? Next thing, what are the risks? What are these risks and challenges that you're going to face? Now, you might not know all the risks till you get started, but I bet if you go down and put down on a paper, what are some of the challenges that you could foresee within this business, right? You're starting a business, maybe in a crowded field, and maybe you understand who your customer is, you understand what your value proposition is, you understand the problem you're solving here, but maybe you're in a crowded field. So what is the challenge to help you that may keep you from really setting yourself apart? What are the risks? Is it that you have to continue to grow, you'll need more capital? Or is it that, marketing? Or is it that potentially something could come along and wipe you out? Do you have some kind of risk over to AI? What is it, in fact, that's holding you back from being able to accomplish your mission? Now, number 8 would be marketing and sales. What is the strategy that you will need to prepare for to be able to go out there and accomplish your mission of getting your product out to the masses? What kind of marketing does it take? Is this a grassroots approach? Is this, B2B? Is this C2B? What is it here? So, what is it here of your marketing approach that you will have to take? Do you already have all of your customers lined up? Do you have people beam you down the door because it's something that you're good at as a hobby, right? Or do you have to go out there and now put together a whole social media plan? What is it that's going to set the stage for take you to the next level? Lastly, what are the goals? What are the goals? Because you need to have, as part of your business, short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals may be that you get a product developed for market. Long-term goals is that you hire 50 people for your company and your product is able to serve within not only the US, but in another 20, 30 countries based on what it is. I'm putting out these goals, but you can think about this. What are specific strategic goals? Ones that can be timely, actionable, and something that you can piece off day by day to know that you're getting there. And here's the big ticket. If you're going to go out there and start your business, most of you are working 40 hours, maybe 45-hour weeks. When you start your business, it goes from maybe 40-hour weeks to maybe 90 hours, 100-hour weeks. There are going to be sacrifices. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be commitment beyond what you ever imagined. And for you to take this commitment, to take this risk, to make this sacrifice, if you do it right, it not only can set you up for tomorrow, but it can set you up for generations ahead. But the risk is on you, but the reward is 100 times more than anything that you will ever know working a day job. So go out there, think about it today. If you are thinking about a business, you're thinking about something to get started, you think about something that you want to do. That was 10 items, 10 questions, 10 lines that you can go and consider to ask yourself if you're ready to make this leap. And if you are, go out there, take this self-assessment at jasonyarusi.com. It can tell you where you live on the Live 100 assessment rank, so you understand how you're showing up today to put yourself in the best position. If you could do anything for this got value today, go out there and leave us an honest ratings review. We read each and every one of them. They mean a ton to us. Let's do this.